strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, this is Bulldog here with our newest character, Admiral Piett, and he's going to fuel Darth Vader to be an outstanding General Grievous counter, even without needing Thrawn or much other Empire support at all. So yeah, Palp, Vader, Thrawn, they could already beat General Grievous, but Admiral Piett's going to kind of change this around. You don't need high gear on him at all. You do need a unique Zeta, but you don't need him to be high gear, and that's going to actually free up Thrawn for you to use other places if this is a Grand Arena matchup or something like that. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's not make this a very long video. And so what we're going to do with the Palp lead, we can start off with Force Crush, and then thanks to the new turn meter mechanics, Vader is almost always going to go next unless you get really unlucky with B2 there. But normally I would use the basic on B2 and the second Force Crush on 100. The B2 in this video was actually kind of weak, and the first time I did that, I killed him off. But that's not important. It'll still work against a stronger B2. This is what we're getting: 280,000 damage against General Grievous before he takes a single turn. Grievous is the engine to this squad. You take him out before they even take a turn, and then it's just cleanup after that. Now the cleanup here is going to get a little messy because this is a Gear 9 Piett. It's a Gear 10 Tarkin. It's a Gear 10 Shore Trooper. This is going up against 4 Relic characters. Again, B2 is only G12, but it actually made it harder because I had to focus on not taking out B2 before I took out Grievous, because then that triggers Grievous's bonus turn. So you've got to be careful there if they're not all fully Reliced. But as long as you get a critical hit on Grievous, you're going to be able to take him out. You've got all of that extra damage from Piett, so you just have to make sure you mod for crit chance. And I'll show you my exact mod stats here towards the end. But that was a Grievous that was modded for full health, 280,000 damage, and we don't have any extra offense on the mods because he's got 3 times critical chance sets. Vader has 3 critical chance sets. He has a critical chance arrow. He has a potency cross. So that's not a high offense or a high crit damage Vader. And that was a Grievous that was modded for full health. Now he was Relic 5 instead of Relic 7, but the 280,000 damage plus the damage from the 2 AoEs, there is no Grievous in the game that's going to stand up to that hit. So unless somebody's modding him for crit avoidance or something like that, or you get unlucky and don't get a critical chance, get a crit hit, it's going to be a pretty easy win from there. And again, we lost some guys in the cleanup here because the supporting cast was low gear. But you could run it with others. You could have put like Death Trooper in there. It could have been a good sub. He could have prevented Droideka there from using that damage immunity that gave us some problems that we had to wait to get around, or we could have cleansed it. But anyways, crazy guitar dude. Oh, crazy guitar dude. Thank you for putting your team in so I could run this. I really appreciate it. But here we'll look at I'll show you Palpatine stats. His don't really matter. He was doing a little damage at the end for cleanup and some stuns, but he doesn't have to be Relic 7. Vader is the one. You've got to get very high crit chance. So you're going to see that I've got 105% crit chances because I've got 3 crit sets and a crit a crit triangle. That is very, very important, and you can't forget about potency. So Piett does give you some extra potency. That certainly helps, but I've still got a potency cross there because we've got to make sure we're landing those debuffs. So the 105% crit chance, he's going to get, he's going to get 25% crit chance while he's on that attack against Grievous, while he's going through all those bonus turns. So that's going to give us 130% crit chance. B1 does give the team crit avoidance, so that's going to subtract from it a little bit. He gives 0.5% crit avoidance for each stack. So B1's going to be hit 3 times. He's going to be hit with the basic. He's going to be hit with the 2 AoEs. That's going to take out 24 stacks, leaving him with 76. as I try to do some basic math on camera here. So that is a 38% crit avoidance that the team's going to have. So with that modding right there, I had you subtract the 130% crit chance from Vader minus the 38% crit avoidance from B1. That's a 92% chance to land the critical hit. That's pretty good odds. Those are pretty good odds that we're going to have a successful run there. And that's not with it. There was some crit chance secondaries, but that was not with insane crit chance secondaries by any means. I would guess that most people aren't going to have mods to get to 100% win rate, 100, because if you don't land that critical chance there, it's the rest of the team. With the rest of the team being that weak, you're not going to. Grievous is going to hurt you. So you've got to get the crit chance there. But if you had some really good crit chance secondaries, you could potentially get that up to 100% win rate. But anyway, still a very high win rate, and that's going to open some things up for Grand Arena if you choose to use this. Grievous is a team that a lot of people still struggle with, even though he's been around for a little while. He doesn't have a lot of efficient counters. A lot of people will use Jedi. There are certainly some counters out there, but this gives you a use for a pretty efficient way to defeat them, because Vader's really the only high relic character that you need, and you can throw in kind of some empire trash around him, and it can be a good way to win, a good efficient use of banners. So hopefully you guys can, and everybody's gonna have Piett, and you don't have to use the good gear on him. He was only gear 9, so that worked very well. So anyways, hopefully this is something that you guys can use and enjoy. Let me know what you think. I've got a bunch of counter videos that I am hoping to get to this week. We're gonna be backpedaling a little bit and going through some of the ones that are already established and out there, but I do want to actually get up on my channel. So stay tuned for that. We've got Grand Arena streams. I'm going to be streaming Galactic, some of the Galactic challenges. I'm going to start streaming those on Twitch as I theorycraft through those, because I know some of you have requested that you're going to see me as I play through that live, and you want to see my process and what I go through on that. So that's what's coming up for me on the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you all have a great night.